This is a crazy big job. Insane, to be perfectly honest. Holy smokes. I have to have faith that it'll look good when I'm done, because right now it looks like a bomb went off. Oh friends, I got a big job ahead of me. We've got a special bucket that allows me to clean out all the muck in the pond. This is just 4 foot of years of turtle poop, everybody. We're piling up our organic waste and debris here. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way around the pond. We're gonna allow some of this stuff to settle and dry out. This is not gonna be easy. We gotta make sure we don't get this machine stuck. It's a little nerve-wracking. And most importantly, we gotta move slow, because we don't want to hurt any of the turtles. Another reason why I want to allow this to kind of settle is so that if I accidentally do scoop up a turtle, which is bound to happen, I can get in there and get them out of the mud and move them away. We are beautifying the Kamp Kenan pond, and the cool thing is, ponds have a life cycle. They're a new pond and they're really deep, then plants grow, then animals come, and they live. Ponds have a long time staying alive, but eventually, they get older and older, more debris settles, more plant life, and then eventually they can dry up and just become land. So what we're doing is we're renewing the pond here. I'm gonna get to work. Here we go. Who knows what kind of crazy things we're gonna find today. Let's see. All right, so as expected, a lot of turtles hanging out over here, a lot of the Orlidia. So I'm just getting these tubs. We got the Aquascape clean out tub. We're just gonna load them all in here as I find them, and yeah, slow going, but it is what it is. We're doing this for the animals, so I don't want to hurt any of them. So I'm going very slow, and I'm able to see turtles in the mud. I'll dump them up here, pick through the mud, get the turtles out, and work our way that way. Hopefully they're gonna find that deep pool that I just made. So okay, here we go, party time. Okay, who do we got here? Who is this? Look at the size of this Orlidia, friends. Look at the size of this turtle. Oh my gosh. This is huge. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, you are covered in mud. Look at that. I'm able to scoop these guys out without hurting them, which is fantastic. The Orlidia really love being in that mud. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this turtle out. I'm gonna put it up in one of the bins just to make sure it's safe. But look at all this mud we've got out of here, guys. I've got to get all the mud out, then let it dry, and then I'm gonna scoop it all up with the tractor and spread it out amongst the plants. But first, I need both hands to grab this turtle. I'll see you in a minute. So much more work to do. Oh, brother. Well, catastrophe. I forgot one of the GoPros, and it is now covered in, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of mud somewhere. So much for our time warp. Maybe I'll find it in 100 years or so. Archaeological dig. Anyway, here's what's up. We got a lot of work done. A lot of mud still to be removed, but we got most of it out of the pond, and now we need to get it out of the basin. I've got some turtles that I caught, and I'm gonna put them in tubs temporarily. We got some of these guys, some big Orlidia, some sliders, mostly Orlidia. But you can see all this much deeper now. We're able to get the excavator up and around here. So this has now been kind of dredged but there's still quite a bit of muck in it. I'm gonna spend the next few hours of light, if there is any, just getting rid of all this muck. This is a big job. And now that I lost one of the GoPros, I'm kind of bummed. But saving grace is we get to drive the RTV X1130 up and out of here in 4-wheel drive. So let's get that going. Nicely done. All right, let's go get these turtles in a temporary home. Good thing we got tubs. Tubs aplenty. I love this thing. This makes life so much easier. What do you think of my wall? How do you like that wall after all? All right, here we go. Okay. Whew. These are some heavy turtles, by the way. Back-breaking work. That is a big Orlidia. Yes, sirree. All right, let's go. I just want these guys safe while I'm digging. I keep finding Orlidia mostly. They're the ones that like the mud. So, best I just get them and safe. Oh baby, day 2. Lots to do today. Yesterday I started using the L47, get some of this muck out. We're going to collect up some of these turtles right now, and we're going to put them in a bin so that they are safe and I don't run anybody over. But yeah, it is a big mess. Check it out. Look at this. So unfortunately, like I mentioned, I lost one of the GoPros in all this sludge because I forgot I set it up low, and as I was dredging I must have hit it with some mud. But anyhow, I've got it now. I moved all this mud over here, and we've got to get all that mud out and somewhere else, and then I got to get the excavator back over here, pull this mud up here so I can get the other tractor and get rid of it. It is a big, giant job for one person. Even with the machines, it would be easier if I had somebody else running my tractor while I'm using the excavator, but it is what it is. We got to get this done. We got turtle tracks. But yeah, this is just such a big, messy job, and I'm just trying to get all this organic material out of here so that the water quality is better in the pond. We've built up the land here. I've used this mud as a fill, and that's going to be really good fertile soil for whatever plants I decide to put in there. But man, is this just an explosion or what? Here we go, day 2. I'm going to set you guys up in a higher position so that I don't run yous over and lose another GoPro. Okay, let's get to it. stressing. This is a lot of work, and it's slow going even with the machines because there's just so much muck, but there's nowhere to put it. So all this I got to get out. I mean, I'm just gonna have to, I really just want to get what's up on the bank out of here. And it's just super challenging. I've cleaned out tons of muck already. I've only got one day left with the machine. I just don't think I'll be able to get all this out just because of time constraints. So what I'm doing is I'm using the machine as much as possible, trying to get as much of this stuff out and up, and then I will be able to get it with the other machines. But this is a crazy big job. Insane, to be perfectly honest. But we're still going. Holy smokes. I have to have faith that it'll look good when I'm done, because right now it looks like a bomb went off. All right, day 3. Let me show you what's going on. We got a lot of muck. All this is going to be amazing soil, and it's going to get reutilized, but I've got so much cleanup to do. You can see I've got a real construction site. I got to scrape all this out. We got all this chunk concrete that's got to get placed and used, but here is the good old habitat. It is looking like a bomb went off, but what I'll do is I'll get in there with the L47 tractor and I'll smooth it all out. Most of the muck is out of there. I did the best I could, but we still have quite a bit of muck right there. But you know what, it'll get moved around, and some muck is going to be good for these animals to kind of burrow into on cold nights. That's one big pile of muck, don't you think? So that's huge. But yeah, I'm gonna go around and spread this stuff out. Right now I'm trying to get rid of it and move it out so I can continue to use that excavator to kind of what's the word, spread it out amongst the plants and create new topography and really good enriched soil. So that's what I'm doing right now, friends, so come along with me. What's up, everybody? Well, I've done what I can do here. This is the pond. We've tried smoothing it out best we can. When I say we, I mean me. This has been the biggest job I've ever taken on here at the camp, and I am not even close to done. We've got a monster pile of soil here. We've got green water. We need rain extremely bad. Now, on one hand, the drought has been good because clearly I was able to get in here and get a lot of this mess out of here. All that is filled, look at that, but it's mixed in with some really good nutrient-rich soil, which I've been spreading out, and I'm going to stockpile this because I want to create more topography around the camp and plant a lot of interesting plants. Obviously, the wall got mucked up. We talked to my buddy Mark from Artistic Stone, and we are going to be doing some more work to this wall. He's going to help me out, but what I'm going to do is get my sump pump and blast this with water from the pond so that we can just clean it off. We're going to add another level. He's going to show me some of his tricks. If you guys have been watching this channel for a very long time, Mark is our buddy who works with stone, and he's a mason. He's just an amazing guy, concrete guy. He was in our first video. So you'll have to check that out. We're going to start using all this. We're going to put a wall in. Again, cleaning all this up. This pile didn't get much smaller, but I want to show you kind of what I've done to finish out this video, because like I said, this has been a video that's taken a few days. I wanted to just show you how much work is going on here. We've added some soil here. I'm making a berm here. There's going to be beautiful plants. Just have to trust me on that one, friends. I have to recuperate from the amount of work I've done this week. It's just insane. Luckily though, no turtles were harmed in this. Anytime I saw a turtle, I jumped out, and I'll show you what I did with them. But let me come over here and show you what I was doing. So there's a good old L47. We sent back the big Kubota excavator, but again, I spread out some really nutrient rich soil here. We're going to get different plants all around this. I'm going to rake it out different. I wanted more topography here, so I kind of messed this up because it was perfect, but I messed it up. There goes Dale. She's lumbering into the water. I guess I've startled her, but I'm going to rake this out smooth. We're going to add more plants. We're going to get all of our mulch on it. It is a huge job, but when transforming one's habitat, this is my habitat as well as the turtles, I really want this to be something unique and different, and I'm kind of a man possessed. I'm driven. Again, filled in. I envision this becoming a tortoise enclosure. I'm going to bring out rock more, and we're going to wall it off. We'll have a nice wall. I think some tortoises would be happy living in there. So these are all ideas that are just coming out. Added some soil to here. But man, what a challenge, huh? If I had a few people helping me, I could have been running the excavator. Others could have been using the other machines and moving soil and stockpiling it, getting it out of there. But because I'm a one-man band, it's taking a little time. But simply what I've done with turtles I found, and this water is going to be a little messy, but what I've done is I've put them in here. So there's a bunch of Orlidia in these two ponds. We got some Grandis. We actually have some of the sliders. This one's actually, I think I want, this is a Venezuelan. Do you guys remember the little Venezuelan sliders? Do you remember them? They're huge. Look at the size of them. I actually want to put this gal in Cayman Creek because it's so pretty. So she's going to live there. We have another one I found that I also put in Cayman Creek, but so stoked. These are animals that I hadn't seen in a while, and yeah, I just want them. They raise up in that big pond, and the whole reason I'm doing this is so that that huge pond can become a viable habitat for some of our larger riverine species or larger turtle species like Frida. I think she's going to just be so stoked there. Let's see, I need to take this off. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. It's always difficult with one hand. But anyhow, yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna really dress it up. We've got logs going in, we've got all kinds of things, and Mark wants to help me. He's got ideas. So this is gonna be a work in progress, but I wanted to show you just how much goes into changing something like that and working on the camp. There you go, Lay. Get in there. So that'll be nice to see a Central American animal in with some Central and South American habitats here. But anyway, I hope you guys got a sense from this video just how much work it is, how much I care about this. Look at this. Look at this. Who's laying eggs? Who's laying eggs up here? Who could this be? Oh my gosh. I wonder if this is going to be... It's so fun. I've been so busy over there. I haven't been noticing things happening in some of the other enclosures, but I wonder if it's the Podocnemus, the yellow spotted Amazon turtles. Who knows? All right, listen, crazy stuff. I'm gonna keep plugging away. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a big one for me, but I love to let you guys know what's going on with the camp. And yeah, that's it. So I am going to say adieu for now, but I'm not done. I'm gonna get right back on the tractor, and I'm gonna start moving some piles of dirt behind Cayman Creek to stockpile it, so I have room to work to make the wall, to finish the boundary for the turtles, and we're gonna get this place looking good again soon, just in time for the rain to come back and flood everything. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys get something from this. You're awesome. We're trying to make the ultimate reptile paradise in this backyard, and it's because of viewers like you and heading on over to our Patreon that we're able to do it. So go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. You can help grow the camp. See you guys.